RLUSD is about to trigger XRP's price to over 9,800. We've seen a common trend to where USDT caused Bitcoin to skyrocket to over 110,000, USDC caused Ethereum to skyrocket to $4,891.70, and now with RLUSD releasing and already integrating into the economic financial system globally, we're likely to see XRP surge to around $9,800. And while it may seem crazy, the unlock of over $654.39 trillion onto the XRP ledger is actually what's going to trigger a lot of that wealth flowing into XRP, causing a massive supply shock. Over the last couple of days, we've heard some massive news, and that is Ripple acquiring USDC, or Circle, introducing $61.1 billion into the XRP ledger, the same digital asset that triggered Ethereum to go to over 4,891, now being acquired by Ripple Labs, which owns XRP and RLUSD. Imagine the amount of money that is about to switch from USDC and go into RLUSD, and as a result, trigger the native token XRP to go to over $4,000. I mean, it's quite clear. And the adoption for RLUSD alone has been expanding so much that Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, went publicly and talked about it himself, where he highlighted a growing institutional adoption of both XRP and RLUSD is introducing billions and trillions of dollars onto the XRP ledger, which houses both XRP and RLUSD. And we can't forget the main point, and that is that this was built to be that way. Ripple's co-founder, Arthur Pritu, envisioned XRP at $10,000. He envisioned XRP facilitating money on a global scale level. In fact, he highlighted that XRP was designed for $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. Let's listen to this.
I'm definitely hurt, but also excited that I was overlooked for years before being on here, but now here I am. Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse. This is Crypto in 1 minute. 1 minute on why are people excited about crypto ETFs. I think there's two main factors going on here. One is, for the longest time, institutional investors primarily trading on Wall Street, really haven't been able to access crypto directly. Their options were to either self-custody, onboard with an exchange, and some people don't like centralized exchanges for a whole host of reasons. So this was really the first time you had institutions be able to go on Wall Street and trade directly in crypto. This is an unlock for a couple reasons. For capital that couldn't come in, whether it's an endowment, whether it's a pension fund, even mutual funds that didn't or couldn't access crypto, now they can. The second thing is, it really is institutionalizing the entire industry of crypto. I think it should be no surprise that the Bitcoin ETF was the fastest ETF ever to get to $1 billion in assets. I think it passed 10 billion in assets faster than anyone as well. And today I think we'll eventually close in on the gold ETF, and that's in 1 minute.
Alrighty, and as we talk about XRP, we're giving away free XRP. This is your once-in-a-lifetime chance. All you gotta do is sign up on Uphold using my link in the description, do a transaction, any amount, 1 penny, $1, $10. You must also subscribe and like this video, which is tokenizing over $654.39 trillion worth of real estate on the XRP ledger, is doing a major giveaway. They're giving away free XRP. All you have to do is follow them on their Twitter, post a tweet with RealFi XRP and tag RealFi team, and like and retweet their post. I'll be leaving this down below in the description, but again, it's absolutely free and it's literally free money. So you might as well just go ahead, try your luck, and you get access to a project that is tokenizing on the XRP ledger, is making people millions of dollars potentially once the real token launches, and is obviously extremely bullish. So with that all being said, I'll leave the links down below, and let's get knowledge. I mean, it was built. It's going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's going to be making millionaires for those that know and that are able to get it, that were able to get in early on, because there's going to be no more entry into XRP anymore.
Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals, and that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise. And, we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions who will start to use it for wholesale, financial usage, that's when the turning point will come.
Here's another only option, the best option, in fact, there is. Brad Garlinghouse has also said that institutions are accumulating as much XRP as possible. For example, he said that there's over 100 banks that have requested and are now beginning the process of getting XRP and using it. He also emphasized that they're getting approximately one bank per week. That's a lot of banks right there. One bank per week to sign on to XRP and use the RippleNet system every single week. So we're looking at total of institutions, of thousands of institutions, some of them global central banks, some of them financial institutions like BlackRock, not BlackRock specifically, but institutions like BlackRock. They're also getting the average bank that you see in your town, in your city. So they're going on every scale, which is obviously extremely bullish. And now that we get the real estate tokenization on the XRP ledger testing to commence, where the team for RealFi's team is going to be conducting pressure tests to confirm that over 654.39 trillion can be facilitated on the XRP ledger. It will be carried out through a series of small high-value test transactions. They'll also test the real token built on the XRP ledger to evaluate its speed and efficiency in preparation for the upcoming official launch. And additionally, RealFi has initiated discussions with multiple institutions to support the approval of RealFi and XRP as payment options. We are going to see the global wealth transfer. This is the time to get in on things like RealFi that are capitalizing before it becomes the next restricted token. XRP is being restricted. RealFi is probably going to skyrocket hundreds, if not millions of percentages, because it's going to go from zero to obviously potentially thousands of dollars. So it is going to be your chance right now. Follow RealFi on their X page. Try and get in as soon as they launch, because again, this is the time to capitalize. Now again, not financial advisors, not financial advice, no one's doing research. This goes for XRP.